What's up, everybody? Thank you for joining us on In the Spotlight with Trent and Lent. I'm Trent, and that's Lent. We have a great show lined up for you. I'm gonna let Lent tell you who's coming on.
That's right. We got a great show, like he said. It's going to be just Jennifer Adonis on tonight, and our musical guest, Miss Kiki Lee. Please enjoy this performance by Miss Kiki Lee right now, and we'll be right back.
This is my issues. Sometimes you want to be in love, sometimes you don't. Sometimes you really just don't give a shit. Sometimes you do. This is my toxic ways. Dedication, see dedication. All that it takes is a little bit of patience. I've been waiting, see contemplating. But what I really want to know is what you're thinking. I see you rolling over here, dressed up all nice with just one wing. I don't have to think twice with all your plans. See, I need a man, but I'm not really trying to get caught in some jam. Cause I want no boo, but don't need no boo. I'm sipping lonely messages pop around too, and complicate my love life with these same issues. What is there for me to do about you? It's complicated, it's complicated, it's complicated, complicated, it's complicated, conflicted, things still unwritten. In my mind I got the time, but I just don't know why. My actions won't connect, my spirit I protect. But baby, this won't be the first thing I neglect. Don't expect no special treatment, don't expect no quick replies. Don't ask no goddamn questions, I just can't explain why. What is my plan? I need a man, but baby, I'm not trying to get caught up in some jam. It's complicated, it's complicated, it's complicated, it's complicated, it's complicated, it's complicated, yeah. It's complicated, it's complicated, it's complicated, yeah. It's complicated. Thank you.
In the spotlight, in the spotlight,
In the spotlight with Trent and Lent.
in the spotlight with Trent and Lent. In the spotlight,
In the spotlight with Trent and Lent.
in the spotlight with Trent and Lent.
In the spotlight with
In the
Trent and
spotlight,
Lent.
in the spotlight with
In the spotlight with Trent and Lent.
In the spotlight with Trent and Lent.
In the spotlight with Trent and Lent. In the spotlight with Trent and Lent.
In the spotlight with Trent and Lent.
In the spotlight with Trent and Lent.
In the spotlight with Trent and Lent. In the spotlight with Trent and
In
Lent.
the spotlight with Trent and Lent.
Hello, Jennifer. Welcome to the show.
Hello, thank you for having me.
Yes, thank you for joining us.
Yes, yes.
How are you doing today?
I'm great. How are you?
Good, good. You know,
We're
can't
good.
complain. Just another day in paradise.
You know,
So I want to get right to the point. What everybody wants to know: why photography?
why photography? Let's see. I started it about really 5 years ago, and I started doing family photo shoots, and then it started snowballing from there. People wanting more like families, maternities, and then it turned into weddings. And I just like the connection that I have with people and just being able to photograph a memory in their lives and being a part of that. I don't know. To me, it's a thrill and I like it. So I love it.
You love it. That's what's up.
I do.
There was never any other dream that you had wanted to do, like a ballerina. I don't know.
Maybe. I mean, I did like to do hip hop dance at one time in my life. No, but it was always art, graphic design, art, all of that.
I mean, we did see a sample earlier of your
Yes.
hip hop dancing. Yeah. to
Yes.
poison. What other projects do you have going on or projects coming up? Can you tell us about?
Projects coming up. I can't tell a lot, but obviously I have the Stranger Session thing going on. I have other people have reached out to me to do like sports things and stuff like that. So there's things evolving that, there's contracts and stuff that can't really talk about. But as of right now, I want to try different new things this year, kind of like I did last year, different model calls, different kind of photo shoots. So we'll see how that goes. Hopefully with COVID, get a little better. Hopefully I could do that.
Yeah. Well, I was just gonna ask, like the Stranger Things. It seems like a blind date type thing, right? So, are you playing matchmaker, or you just taking photos of people to look like they're on a blind date?
It's kind of both at the same time. So it's basically taking two strangers and they have to take a photo shoot like they've been a couple for a long time. So we do pick out the matches that they want in someone. So if they put interest in what they're looking for, we match them up and it's a blind date, but we also photograph the blind date while also the photo challenge of making it look like they've been a couple for a long time. So the breaking of the ice happens quickly. You know what I mean? So it's just something different and you have to be down to do it. It's not for everyone, which I understand, but
Have you ever had anybody be like, nah, I'm not doing this right now because I can't?
Not really. I don't push them too far. Maybe once I might have had somebody ask me like, you want me to, how sexy do you want me to get? Like something like that. I'm like, no, whatever you're comfortable with. I don't make anyone do anything they're not comfortable with.
So there's no clause in your contract that says, you got to have a kiss. You got to like straddle somebody, nothing like that.
No, there's none of that. But the contract does say you will get intimate. You're going to get intimate with someone with his like kissing and hugging and stuff like that.
Do you tell them that they should bring mints or banaka or something to like make sure that their breath is on point because they may be kissing?
Well, yeah. I mean, I've had people really like ask me that, should we do that? I even go from like what they're wearing as well. They have to send a picture of what they're going to wear. So to make sure that it looks well in the photography, make sure that you're dressed well, make sure that your hygiene is good, all that good stuff. So,
I mean,
so far nobody's
if you're
complaining.
playing matchmaker.
I mean, yeah, hopefully, yeah. We want them to have a second date. That'd be great if that happens. So
Because it's not going to happen with somebody being up there all funky and stuff.
no, definitely not.
I agree, and no, it wouldn't happen with me.
You're always funky.
Funky as in like
Mm-hmm.
the
Cool.
90s term, funky. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Since you brought up COVID earlier, how has 2020 impacted your life with COVID and the pandemic?
In terms of photography or in general?
Sure. In general, but you can talk about photography first.
In general, for me, I work as a graphic designer at a chocolate factory, which it hasn't really affected me. I've still been going to work every day. But in terms of photography, I'm pretty far away. I could use a lens that, I don't have to be close to anyone. It could be outside. I could wear a mask. So, I mean, actually last year is probably one of the best years I've ever had in photography because I was also able to try new things that I haven't been able to try before. And it benefited me. So kind of like the Stranger Session and all my other little side jobs that I wanted to try. So for me, it was a good thing.
So you telling people right now that they should go out and start trying to be a photographer because that's a job that you can do during the pandemic.
I mean, definitely if you want to. I mean, you could be 6 feet away and have a long lens and take photos, so.
Like a stalker.
Like paparazzi, yeah.
Yeah.
There's a difference between paparazzi and stalking.
I know, yes.
I like when you try to twist
paid.
it. Right. I mean, stalkers get paid too, just when they get locked up.
Exactly. But no, nothing like that. Nothing like, don't do that. Don't sign up to do that. But if you want to do photography, I think it's fun. As long as, you do the schooling or at least try to study up on it and then have fun with it.
That's good insight. Because it is something fun for you to do as well as getting paid for it. But besides that, what do you consider your hobby, or like what is it that you do to wind down?
That used to be my hobby, but now it turned into a
Ah,
job. So now I try to be a little more simple. I like to read. I like to hike. I like to bike. I like to spend time with my kids and family. Like 2020 obviously taught a lot of us to like appreciate all of that.
Yes.
So
Yes, it
I
did.
work so much. So then when I have downtime, I just want to chill and like soak in the moment.
Do you get a lot of downtime? Like what you doing?
Eh, not really, but when I do, I enjoy it. I try to make time, obviously for work, for kids, but I try to make time for myself because I have to, like, or I'll go crazy. So,
Suck starting a business for yourself.
I mean, it's hard. I mean, it's rewarding, but it's a lot of work, and you got to put the work into it. It's not just going to fall in your lap. So,
but
Heard that.
do you find it to be more work than fun?
um, no, I like to work, so it's kind of fun at the same time. You know what I mean? I've never really not liked it ever. I love art. I don't think there's anything I could ever do in life but art. I will find some kind of avenue, some kind of way, if it's art related, to make it into a job or a hobby or something. That's how I release. That's how, I don't know. That's just who I am.
Well, I have
That's
a
awesome.
simple question for you. Do you prefer red or white?
Red. Red's my favorite color.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
But she's a Cowboys fan.
Ooh,
She
God.
should be a Giants fan. I
That's
think she's a closet Giants fan.
oh, geez. I mean,
Phillies. She likes the Phillies. That's what it is.
yeah, that's what the Red's for.
And
Okay.
red Knights.
Red Knights, exactly.
See, I knew how to clear that up for you.
Thank you.
Even though I messed it up for you too.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Can't be putting that out there. You're gonna get her hurt. Nobody's gonna be wanting to use her for pictures anymore.
It's gonna happen. I'm pretty sure. It happens all the time. I'm okay with it.
I'm pretty sure people know. So another question for you: R&B or hip hop?
Oh man, I like both. I actually like Neo Soul better, but I guess
Okay,
if I had to pick
that's
one,
well, that's good because I have a follow up question to that too. Like, is it '90s, early 2000s, or today's? And if you say neo soul, I kind of get a picture of what you might say next.
90s into the early 2000s.
Neo soul
Get that.
birthplace,
Yeah.
I love that. I love music. Soul Child, that's my favorite. I love all that.
Music
you
soul
know?
child is your favorite.
Yes, that's what calms me down ever since high school. Well, in college. If I ever need to calm down, I'll just listen to his music while I'm editing, anything. He's the best, so.
Is he the best? I used to get mistaken for Music Soul Child all the time.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
That's
I'm
great.
go
not
home.
mistaken.
No, it was legit mistaken
say-
from when I would wear my sunglasses.
I don't know if you were mistaken or if they kept saying, you favor Music Soul Child.
Yeah. I don't
You
know.
look
That
like
one time
you're
I started singing Love. Yeah. In that restaurant. But this is not about me.
Okay.
Since you said that, we do have a little quiz for you. Tell her about the quiz.
So we already heard that you like Music Soul Child, so I'm glad you mentioned Neo Soul. And we have a Music Soul Child quiz for you.
Yeah,
Would you like
right.
to? Yes, we do. Would you like to go through that?
Oh my God, I'm nervous now. Okay, we could try.
Okay. Now
Let's
look,
do it.
this doesn't mean you have to know everything about Music Soul Child just because you're a big fan. Okay.
Okay.
Don't-
You should know,
I know. Okay.
We're not gonna hold it against you though.
Okay.
All right.
but we might.
So question number 1 is multiple choice. Okay. Which song was Music's first single? A. Love. B, So Beautiful, C, Just Friends, Sunny, or D, Don't Change?
C. Just friends.
Ooh, that's right.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
right. So I got a better one for you then.
Okay.
What movie soundtrack from 2000 did his first single appear on?
It was. I know what it is.
We got her.
No, I know
I
what it
think
is.
so.
Is it Best Man? No.
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 Sorry.
Oh,
Dun, dun, dun.
what movie is it?
The
Nutty
Nutty Professor 2.
Ah, no. Yes, I had that CD. Okay.
It had that Janet Jackson song.
Yes. Oh my God. I'm showing my age. I'm showing our age. Yes.
Okay, here's another one.
We're older.
Why does music always wear sunglasses?
Because of his eye.
What's wrong with his eye?
I don't know. I think it's I think it's lazy or something. I don't know.
It is lazy. Yeah. She got it right.
Well, all you gotta do is like whip it into shape. It won't be lazy anymore.
I don't think it works that way. It don't say whip when you talk about a black man. I mean, it's not the right time. It's too soon. It's too soon. Whip is too soon.
Okay.
No comment.
Hashtag 2020.
It's 2021.
I know. It's too soon. Another question. So what city, this is multiple choice now.
Okay.
So listen to all the choices. What city is music from? A, Boston. B, the Red Dot. C, Delaware. Or D, Philadelphia.
I wish it was B, but it's Philly.
Is she right?
I don't
Let's
know.
check out
We're gonna have to check.
monitors. The monitor.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
from Philly.
you're right.
Yeah,
All right.
but he came to Reading a lot.
He did, and I went. I loved it. It was good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I've
I
never
missed
seen
it.
him live.
Oh, you should. He's amazing. Eventually, one day, hopefully soon. But yeah.
Yeah. One more. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
You down for one more? All right. What was music's alter ego name he used to record an alternate hip hop R&B album back in 2014-15?
No multiple choice.
Nope.
Not on this one.
Okay, so backstory. I remember when I heard that, and I wasn't too happy about him making that move. So
A lot of
I
us weren't.
really
A lot
didn't.
of people agree.
I don't think I really paid attention to the new name that he made for himself. So I don't remember what that one is.
Don't feel bad. A
Come
lot
on.
of people don't.
Okay.
It's
Just hustle
the
hard and think about it.
It was just. Is that what it was?
The
The
hustle.
hustle.
Yeah. The name was corny too.
I wasn't happy about that, but you know.
Well, you know why he did it, right?
Why?
Well, because of the way music was turning back then, all the rappers were singing. And he was like, if this is what they're buying and they're not buying my music anymore, I'm going to do the same thing under an alias and let them buy my music.
Oh,
Needless to say, no one bought that music. Get it? Music.
got it.
Wah,
You guys are
wah,
slow.
wah.
He needs to just stick to what he has. Those classics are amazing. People still play them at their weddings. He just should just stay where he's at.
Yeah.
I agree.
I got a bonus question. Can you tell us how many studio albums he had? Come on, you're a fan.
The ones I care about. Want to say 3 or 4?
Oh my goodness. You're like 10 away from what they really are.
I know. I know. I stick to the same ones. I just replay the same ones. I know.
I understand.
So do I. I just want to sing, my radio, whatever that one was called.
So beautiful. I love that song. Love,
yeah.
I
Yeah,
love that song.
yeah, yeah.
Um,
Plus,
I-
the lyrics are good.
all right, enough about music, Soul Child.
Okay.
Everybody, okay. If you had a chance to work with any person or group from the past, well, name one person or group from the past and one person or group from the present that you would love to work with or would have loved to work with.
From the past, I would love to like meet people like, Picasso and stuff like that. Like
Mm.
because I used to paint too when I was younger. Stuff, the go to Italy and just see all that type of stuff like that in the past. But for the present, there's just so many influencers, like especially when you go on YouTube and stuff, you just see so many influencers that are trying so many new things, and there's just so many to pick from. But I would love to do stuff here in Reading with other people and other businesses, no matter what it is. Because I think I told you guys before, graphic designers, we design anything from like this to a shirt. So I would love to start here and start working with other businesses. That would be so much fun.
That's dope.
Mm-hmm.
That's dope. I mean, you could have said you guys. I mean, I'm just saying.
Well, I mean, I am
We're only sitting right
now.
here.
I would love to work with you guys. We could start
Oh,
there.
that's great. We
Yes.
would love to work with you too.
That would be
Yeah, that's
perfect.
awesome. Yeah,
Yes.
like, that would really be a nice thing to do. You know.
Yeah. You were the top of my list. So hopefully we can get it done.
Top of a list this long.
You know what I mean? But yeah.
Out of
Now-
everybody in Reading, we're the top of the list.
Mhm.
Right. Now, I know you said that because of contracts and things, you can't say what you really have going on. But since you would like to work with us, why can't you work with us and tell us what you really have going on?
Good one.
Give us a sneak peek.
Oh, it's just hard. Oh man, it's just hard. If you talk, you get in trouble. There's only so much I
Yeah.
can say. There's only so much I could do. But I know that this year I'm gonna try a whole different things, and hopefully everybody likes it. I don't know. I can't really talk much about it, but I have a big one coming up in 2 weeks. So
I'll tell you what, one that I saw last week, I think it was the anniversary shoot. That was hot.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That was
That
steamy
was-
hot.
That was fun, and that was really well put together because she knew exactly what she wanted and the poses, and I went and I brought them all out, and it was seamless. They're beautiful, by the way, but
Yeah.
they were together for 15 years and they still got that spark. So I love that. I love blind dates. I love anything with love, basically. So
Right. But no, that just showed like you said, they were together for 15 years and they still had that spark. Like I love the fact that they did that because when I first saw it, I was like, this is a stranger session. And then you wrote what you wrote. I was like, oh, wait a minute. This made it even better for me because I'm like, because I've been with my wife for like 20 some years. And like you want to have that spark like that. And I'm glad you finally showed it, from like regular people, you know what I mean? Not like a Hollywood couple or anything. It's just regular people from this area. And for me, it was, first of all, it was hot. And then, it was just special. It was special.
it was. And they just, I don't know, they pulled it off. And it wasn't even like posed. It wasn't even forced.
Did pull it off.
You know what I mean? So maybe that could be
She pulled
another
it
thing
off.
I could do. But yeah, maybe that's something else I could try. Get
Yeah.
people who've been together for a long time. Do you want to be my first one? You and
Me and Trent?
you and
I
your
don't
wife.
think so.
You and your wife. Well, you have been with your twin for a very long time.
We did share a womb together, but that's enough.
For a lot of years, but yeah,
Yeah.
we don't have to do that anymore, thankfully.
No.
That ended like 5 years ago.
Oh, that's good. Okay.
It was way
I'm
long.
so glad that's over. Whew. Sharing a bed with him and Daisy. Oh my goodness.
Stop. My friends might see this. Some of Daisy's family might see this.
They already know, so it doesn't matter.
So, Jen, thank you for joining us tonight.
Oh, my cheeks hurt from laughing so much. But yes, thank you for having me.
We appreciate you coming on again.
Yes.
Hopefully we can do it again, but not doing it this way because of technical difficulties, you know.
Yes.
And, you know, maybe it'll be a bigger project that you're promoting next time.
No, yeah,
Yes.
definitely.
Yeah.
Like I said, in 2 weeks, something big for me is gonna happen. So stay tuned.
We will. We will.
We will, yeah.
Well, thank you for having me. This was fun.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you again.
Yes.
We appreciate it. Hey, we want to thank you guys for joining in tonight. And we want to thank Jennifer Adamas for coming on tonight as well.
Yes, and to close out the show tonight, we're going to have another performance by Kiki Lee. Have a good night.
Good night, y'all.
This is Real One. Shout out to Reading Film Studio. Shout out to Vote 531. Shout out to RDM. Shout out to all the real ones out there. Realest bitch you'll ever see. Don't know nothing about me. Realest bitch you'll ever feel. Don't need no ash shots to close up the deal. 'Cause I'm a real one, real one, real one, real one. Yeah, yeah. 'Cause I'm a real one, real one, real one, real one. Yeah, yeah. I'm unexpected, but I'm worth it. I'm too determined. I'm highly favored. I guess you'll find on later. Original, eclectic type of soul. Truest chick you ever seen before. But I promise that I can be the kind of girl who walks around sad and lonely. I just can't wait to shock the shit out of you. You pull up with all you have times two, yeah. Just sit and relax. Make sure you take notes and underline all the facts. Yeah, yeah. You never met someone like me, genuine, authentic, working on my degree. I never been one to be with the facades. One day I see my name and lights hear the applause. It's something too real, it's too raw, it's too raw. Realest bitch you'll ever see. Nothing about me, yeah. Yeah. 'Cause I'm a real one, real one, real one, real one. Yeah, yeah. 'Cause I'm a real one, real one, real one, real one. Yeah, yeah. Let me tell you something. All these niggas wanna do is front and take a ride in your backseat, take control of your vibe like they tagged me. Never seen what surpass me. One thing I will do is gladly be me, that bitch, no witch, no glitch, that itch when you get with me. You never find another girl like me. Pretty face, pretty brain, so flee. Your nigga might wanna cop that plea, 'cause he ain't never had a hit like me. Tryna hit on me, tryna hit this thing, but it's never really what it seemed. It's all talk, yes, make believe. No fairy tale, I'm a real life queen. Realest bitch you'll ever see. See nothing about me. Cause I'm a real one, real one, real one, real one. Yeah, yeah. Cause I'm a real one, real one, real one, real one. Yeah, 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 yeah. Real one, real one, real one, real one.
Spotlight with Trent and Lent. Shout out to Volt 531 Studio. Shout out to Ready Film Studio. Shout out to my cameraman, Nancy's World. This has been real. RDM. Love y'all. Thank you.
In the spotlight, in the spotlight,
In the spotlight with Trent and Lent. In the spotlight with Trent and Lent.
in the spotlight,
In the spotlight with Trent and Lent.
in the spotlight with Trent and Lent.
In the spotlight with
In the
Trent and Lent.
spotlight. In the spotlight with Trent and Lent. In the spotlight with Trent and Lent.
In the spotlight with Trent and Lent. In the spotlight with Trent and Lent.
In the spotlight with Trent and Lent.
In the spotlight.